What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do something a little different today. I've been asked by numerous clients and other people online that watch my videos. They're like, Matt, what's a nit, or what's a 3-bet, or what's a this, that, and the other, just poker world terminology. And it really got me thinking that not everybody that watches my videos knows the game of poker like maybe you and I do. But I want to do a little series and really go back and really break down the game of poker, starting from things like poker terminology or hands, what beats what, maybe the different types of games or the seat placement at the table, the cutoff, under the gun, all that stuff. Like, what does that actually mean? So the people that are either new or that want to get into poker, they can actually learn a thing or two. So full disclaimer, if you guys already know the game of poker and you're already at the tables playing, then this video isn't for you. So get out of it and maybe go to my other videos and watch some of my up and down sessions, because this is going to be super basic. So today we're going to talk about the hands, starting from the worst to the best. And the game that I play, that I cover, Texas Hold'em, or in any game of poker, the objective is to get the best 5-card hand possible. So we're going to start from the very beginning. And the first hand that is technically the worst, or at the bottom, that you can possibly get is high card. So where none of your cards match, none of your cards are in the same order, same color, same suit, you just have the highest card. So for example, got 5 cards here. Again, the best 5-card hand possible. This person has an ace, ace high. So the ace, if you don't know, is the highest card. So ace, jack, 9, 4, 2. As you can see, none of them are in the same order. They're not the same color, they're different colors, and they're different suits. So this person has nothing, but they have an ace high. So for example, say these are my cards, and the other person, my opponent, has, say, these cards. I would technically win because I have the highest card, an ace. This person's highest card is a king. So they would have king high, so the highest card. Pretty simple, right? High card, highest card possible of the 5 cards that you can play. So again, that's just an example of something like high card and who would win. The next one is a pair. So meaning like a match. Like, isn't there a game as a kid, a match game? So you try to get 2 of the same cards. So let's try to find 2 of the same cards. Cool. For example, and again, I'm not pre-planning this. This is just kind of me just talking to you guys. A pair. So 1 pair. So I have a king, an ace, a 10, and a 9. So that 1 pair would be the pair of kings. So again, 5 cards, pair, 1 pair, nothing else, the best 5-card hand. So for example, again, let's see. This person has a pair of queens. So kings are higher than queens. The kings would win because it's higher. It kind of goes all back to the highest card. So in this case, highest cards is the better hand. So a pair of kings is higher than the pair of queens. So the pair of kings would win. Again, that's another example. So that's hand number 2. The next hand, pair, 1 pair. So it's high card, then a pair. And then if you probably guessed by now, the next one is 2 pair. So we can even do the same example as the 1 pair, but just give that person those 2 cards. So now they have a pair of kings and a pair of queens. You can kind of see how that's a little bit better, a little bit higher, maybe a little bit harder to get than just one pair. Is the next one two pair. So doesn't matter which ones they are. If that person has a pair of nines and tens, like say your opponent has a lower pair than you, like twos or threes, obviously those cards are lower than these ones, then you would win because you have the higher, again, goes back to the higher cards that would win. So two pair, next hand. So again, that was two pair. The next hand, what are we on? Hand number 4? So would be three of a kind. So kind of like the name, three of the same card. The first one was one pair, is pair, same card, 1 and 1. So the next one would be three of a kind. So for example, three of a kind, in this case, 3 sevens. Three of the same card. Again, this is just an example. 3 sevens, it could be three of anything. But, so say you have three of a kind and the other person has three of a kind, but their cards are higher, they would win. If their cards are lower, like three, say, sixes, for example, obviously sevens are higher than 6, then you would win. So, that was the next hand. Following that is a straight. So again, kind of like the name, straight line. So the cards are in order. So this case, the straight would be 9, 10, jack, queen, king. So you would have a straight to the king. So for another example, if you're playing with somebody and they have this hand, it's a straight, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, they would be inferior. They would lose because you would have a straight to the king, the higher of the straights, the higher card. They would have a straight to the jack. So again, it kind of goes back all to the higher card at the very beginning, what we talked about. So if you have the same hand, say a straight, then the higher of the straights wins. It's kind of like, I don't know, in weightlifting, I guess you can say, if you have the same weight, but you lift that weight more times, then you would technically win, I guess you can say. Say you're doing any kind of lift, you could only lift it 5 times, but that other person lifts it 6 times, they win. It's better. So hopefully that kind of explains it. I mean, I'm a fitness guy, so I kind of go back to working out and all that stuff. So that was the next hand, a straight. The next one would be a flush. So if you don't know, there's 4 suits: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. We are going to use the spades in this example. So a flush, 5 cards, again, best 5 card hand possible. It would be the same suit. So all the same, not in particular order. I mean, you can mix and match, whatever. But this person would have a flush to a king, the highest card. If a person has a flush to, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna zoom in the editing so you can see a little bit better. You're not just looking at me. So this person, the highest flush, again, these are all diamonds, they're all the same, 5 of them. This person has a flush to the queen, so you kind of go back to the highest card. Again, if your hand is this one to the king, highest card of the same hand, I guess you can say, because they're both flushes, but you just go off of the highest card. This one's a king, this one's a queen, so this one would win. So flush. That's the next hand. Following that, one better would be, let's see if I can find all these. A full house. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought, but there you go. A full house, or some people say a boat, but that's just, again, another terminology word that the poker world uses. So a full house would be 3 of a kind plus a pair. So 3 and 2. So you can kind of see how that would probably be a little bit harder to get. Yeah. But 3 of a kind plus a pair. So in this case, 3 aces and a pair of queens. So it's a full house. So maybe think of it like, I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that. But full house. Maybe that's why they call it a boat too. But I don't really know where those words came from. I'll probably have to look them up and get back to you on that. But full house, 3 of a kind plus a pair. Pretty self-explanatory. So in this case, this person has aces and queens. The aces, 3 of a kind, is the higher of the cards. And this person would have same thing, a full house, 3 sevens, and a pair of sixes. You can kind of see how the aces are higher than the sevens. Then that person would lose. You would win because you have aces and queens. Aces full of queens. This one has sevens full of sixes. So again, the higher of the cards, same hand. Following that, and we can stick with the sevens, is 4 of a kind. So you remember how we had 3 of a kind? Now we have 4. Again, you can kind of see how that'd be a little harder to get. So stick with the sevens. 4 of a kind. Pretty simple, pretty easy to remember. 4 of a kind. I mean, it's 4 of the same card. Sevens. Pretty easy, right? So the next hand after 4 of a kind would be a straight flush. So remember how we talked about a straight and then a flush? But now we're just gonna combine them. So let's see. This might be a little harder to find because they have to be in the same order and in the same suit. Again, straight, flush. Put them together. Straight, flush. And then let's try that. So remember how a straight, they're in order. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're gonna do the same thing as a straight, but we're also gonna put them in the same suit. So a straight plus a flush. So that's why you kind of see straight, flush. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, that's just an example. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but all in the same suit. Remember, hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. So 4 suits and in order. So straight, flush. That is the second best hand that you can possibly get. Let's see, the best hand and final hand, something that I've never gotten. I've gotten a few straight flushes before, but I've never gotten a royal flush. So, royal flush, I mean, maybe by the name royal, like best, I guess you can say, is the highest cards. Remember, it goes back to the highest card at the very beginning. A straight and a flush. So the hand we just talked about, straight flush, but this is the straight, the highest of the straight flushes. Some people say, yeah, some people kind of put them together, straight flush, but royal flush is the highest cards in the exact same order and in the same suit. Again, you can kind of see how that would probably be very, very difficult to get. Highest cards, same order, and same suit. So the highest cards, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Same order, straight, highest cards of the same suit. Again, I've never gotten this. I do want to get it, capture it on the vlog at least once in my life. That would be awesome. But until then, I mean, we're going to keep striving for it. but I've never gone to royal flush. So again, royal flush, straight flush of the highest cards. So that's the best possible hand you can get. So let's break it down one more time. So we got the highest card. Remember, high card, highest of the card wins. And then we got a pair, so two of the same, a match, I guess you can say, a pair. And then we got two pair, so again, two matches, so whatever cards, doesn't matter, two match, 6, 7s, 8s, or queens, doesn't matter. Two of the same, two pair. Next would be three of a kind, so three of the same card, 7s, 8s, whatever card, doesn't matter. Three of a kind, three of the same. And then next would be a straight. So again, kind of like this, straight, but all different suits. And not, I mean, it could be the highest cards, it could be the lowest cards, doesn't matter. But a straight, all in order. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, jack, queen, king, ace. I mean, kind of see, straight. The next would be a flush. So mix and match order. Yeah, mix and match order, but all of the same suit. So all diamonds, all hearts, all spades, all clubs. Flush. The next would be a full house, or kind of give you a bonus tip, a bonus terminology, I guess you can say, a boat. Most people call it that. Got a boat. So it's three of a kind plus a pair. So three of a kind of any of the cards, doesn't matter, and a pair. So 3 plus a pair, that's a full house. The next would be 4 of a kind. So remember, 4 of the same card. 4, 4, 4. Doesn't matter which cards. So 4 of the same, pretty self-explanatory. The second best hand, straight flush. So again, kind of like the royal I just showed you, but not the highest cards. So any of the combination of cards, but just not the highest. Not ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. But all straight and all of the same suit. The best hand, royal flush, that we just talked about. The best, highest cards, all in the same order, and all of the same suit. So I don't even know how many hands that is. I'll put it somewhere. But yeah, those are all the hands that are in the game of poker. Again, in my case, Texas Hold'em. And again, we're going to go into all the position types, how it goes in order. I mean, all that in later series. But this is just the very basic of what poker is and all the hands that are involved. So hopefully you learned something. Again, if you did, if you're new to the game, new to the channel, give it a sub, give it a like, and hopefully it reaches to more people. And hopefully that we can really build this game and community as a whole. So again, hopefully you learned something. Always remember, it's a blessed day. You woke up, you saw this video, so it's always a good day. And I'm Matty Ice. This is Gaines Poker. Peace out.